I'm about 4 years old. When I remember that time, my grandfather wake me up very early every morning. And he tell me, Gede, go and wash your face. We will go soon. After everything ready, he took all the equipment he has, hand knife, dirty, rice pack, that all our equipment every morning. We will going to the jungle and the rice field after it. He leaned down his body and tell me, Gede, jump in. For 4 years old kid, he always put me in his back. Sometimes he put me on his shoulder to make me comfortable. As a kid, that's all the dream of that kid have. We will go into the jungle, playing in the mud, playing in the water. But that not all the story will begin. Along the way, we pass many other farmer, young farmer and old farmer. Along the way, my grandfather always tell me about story of his life, how he doing the life, how he's struggling to keep the family alive with hard working, physically working. And then on that time, I'm realize what the purpose is say that things. It seems like he want to tell me very early if I will not always on his back. If the life will be not easy for you soon when you're growing. And then I'm realize very quick too, I will not always there in the shoulder on his back too. When I'm realize I see many people working like 7 years old, 8 years old. I know I will be there soon, doing that things. That's the reason why my grandfather always tell me about life, about strong physically, about working with hand, put everything on your head, and put responsible for your family. Time flies so quick. When I realize myself 6 to 7 years old, when all changing, all things turn to me now. Seems like what I'm imagined few years ago, it happened soon. I see myself need to wake up every morning. So I'm realizing something very important, why my grandfather always wake me up so early. He want to train me to not always depend on people to wake me up. So it kind of used to myself and wake up every morning so early, take it my hand knife, take it my rice bag. Same like what, exactly what the same like what he do. So as a kid, I'm going to primary school and every kid has bicycle. I'm asking the same to my father and my grandfather. The way to treat me is so different. Gede, you will have that, but you need to do something. I will give you 1 cow to taking care. And then one day, when you keep and taking care and treat this cow well, you can make this cow fat, and we will selling that. And some part will use to buy your bicycle. So as kids, I'm motivated, full motivated every time, every morning before going to school. Not going too far from home because we are living in the forest, in the countryside of the village. So there's so many sources of cow food we can get. I get that cow food, giving the cow food, giving the drink, of course, speaking a little bit with the cow. I said, cow, grow quickly. So I can ride my bike by your sacrifice. So now you are my boss because I'm sacrificing my time every morning to you. And now, one day, I will selling you to get my bike so I can go to school with it. And then take it my uniform, even I'm not wash my feet to use the shoes because time is coming. I have just 1 hour or 45 minutes to get the food. You know why I must go in that early morning? Because after back from school, I'm not doing the same like many other kids in my village. There are 2 parts in the village. They are the center and then the outsider of the village or the countryside. I'm not those kids who not lucky to living in the center with a parent who can provide everything because tourism coming since 1960s to our historical village. So I'm living behind the door, which is born from bottom class farmer. And then that's how it's going. After back from school, I need to open my uniform very quick. My mom said, Gede, you know where your father working? No, where, mom? In the corner of the village, that 2 kilometers from here. Change your clothes, run, help your dad. I even not get lunch. You know what my father's job? He's a Spider-Man. He's a coconut climber and harvester. Since very early age, like me, on my story. Every day on his life, he climbing many coconut trees in people, land, and property. Drop the coconut, and then my rule is, coming after school, bring some food for him, get lunch together there, and then the new story begin. So my role is the person who will collect all the coconut he dropped with his friend from the tree, picking one by one, and then put it in the place where he give me order. The job is not done yet. The place where we harvest the coconut is almost 3 or 4 kilometers inside the jungle. And then in my village, there are no highway can come as we are old village. So they are parking 4 kilometers, and then the new job is to collect that coconut and carry it to the truck. And then don't be shocking, guys. Now you realize why I'm not tall like you guys. I get pinched a lot by coconut, grass in my head and in my shoulder. So night coming, on that time I'm not sleeping with my parent. Due our house is very small space and we don't have so many rooms. We have several rooms and kitchen. With the fire stove still using wood fire and need burn it every night to keep us warm. I'm sleeping with my grandfather at the kitchen. So we took the coffee wood every afternoon and burn it, as coffee would give constant fire and warmth for the room. And then every time in the night before we sleep, he always put his right hand on my forehead and start the story to forget all the big day we did, all the working you done. So he always tell me about how struggle in life, how to keep spirit, how to keep motivated, look straight, find what you want to reaching in life. But in the same time, I'm always say to my grandfather, I'm a young and small kid, 7 years old to 8 years old. I'm a normal kid on that time. I'm comparing myself to every kid in the village and some other kids who have good bicycle. When back from home, they're playing marble, they're playing another things, they're playing what we call tactic, or they're using stick from the wood. I'm asking to my grandfather, why you're forcing me to work? Why my parents were forcing me to work? I know that in a good purpose. But you know how he replied? He held strong my forehead and he said, Gede, don't blame anybody by what you feel now. Don't regret with any and how life treat you hard today. It will be impact to you in your future. Maybe you're not as lucky as other kids today to have what they have by easy. You're doing your hard job since early, and that will be impact very good. You are the one will be carry on this family to the right way. You will start strong your knee to handling and bring all that problem in your back about this family, and you are the one who will be changing the family situation in the future. And that conversation, day by day, every night, that the same. When I'm complaining, that word coming. When I'm complaining, that word coming. Until one day, I'm stop complaining and just do it. Because I know that will coming every time, and I know that for good of me. He always said life is mystery. When I'm gone, you will grow. And you will realize and say thanks when I'm in heaven. That's he always said every time we will sleep. Time flies. 2011, I'm graduated from the vocational school of tourism, which is us kids living in somewhere nowhere with no phone, no anything else, just playing with the cow, speak with the cow every day. Sometimes I meet my friend just for a few minutes before my grandfather called me. Good day, take a shower in the river. Don't speak with your friend. We have something to do. So I have all that plan in my mind, how to escape from this situation and changing family life by going to Denpasar. You know, it's not USA. It's not Europe. It's too big things for me on that time. So I said, Denpasar is my European version. You know why? For kids living in the forest, in countryside of the village, every kids on the same situation than me will be thinking to going to Denpasar because they are the capital, where all money circulation going, where all hotel there, where all things where we can get source of living to changing the family life. But new things coming. I'm facing two big problems. How to go and my mom permit. Normally other parent will say go, but in this case I'm a Balinese and I don't have a brother and sister in this family. So I'm the only one young guy. I have a cousin, but he's married so early and never going to school. He stopped actually the school. So I am the one who graduated good in that time. And my mom always said, there are so many fields to work in the village. Why you need to go to Denpasar? There are so many people can get job around here. Why you need to go there? I know the purpose my mom said that things not to hold me to go or stop me from escape from this village. She want me to stay with her. She are on big fear. If the only one son she has who will responsible for family will leave her. And maybe in the city because she never go. She uneducated and she will thinking, I will go lost on friendship, the way on friendship. Maybe I'm sorry, drug, married early because mistake with woman. That's often happen now in Bali. But I say to my mom, this is my dream. I want to chasing my dream, changing our family situation. And then suddenly, few days after, I get call from my friend, Made, which is changing all the story. He called me in the morning, Gede, you still want to go to Denpasar? I'm still said, wait, what? I will go in 2 days. Are you in? Okay, now the real challenge coming. What need to say? And I said to Made, I take my small voice of hurt, I will go. And I said to Made immediately, yes, I will go. Stepping up to my mom's room, she's in conversation with my dad, and I said, sorry, I'm interrupted. Mom, this is going to be the last conversation we do about this argument. I got friend, call me, and I need to go into Denpasar in 2 days. All my paper, all require, all my clothes is there. I will go. My mom looked me in tear, and she said, okay, I cannot hold you more. If that's your dream, as long as you can keep yourself safe, you can go. And then the tear story coming. Everybody know we are coming from bottom class of farmer. But the good things, we are really good in family relation. I don't have money to go to help my friend to buy the petrol. So my mom take her small saving from her candy box to giving to me. My auntie giving money and giving to me. My uncle come giving some money. And then my grandfather giving me some money. And the one who's strong and tough guy in family, my dad, which is I'm never expected he will doing that, he crying. Yes, he always treat me hard. Like, Gede, don't let that go. Take it that, doing that. But in that time, he's crying. On that moment, I'm realized like everybody give me big responsibility by give that money. Which is I believe on that mind, this guy will change the family and give that money back in different amount. I carry that responsibility as I have all basic with strong knee after work, good shoulder to carry any problem. Tough childhood teach me to strong in my personality, strong in mentality, in physical, to hold any problem, carry any problem. Finally, we went to Denpasar. Life not that friendly yet. For a jungle kid, it's not easy to get job in the city. We need connection, everybody know it. Trying from one hotel to the other hotel. What I said, the power of patience. There are refuge in many places. And I said, no problem, Made, we will try. Made always complained like, oh, Gede, this is so hard. Let's back to the village. Wait, we sacrificed so much to come here. We listened so many argue before we came here. And then one day, a friend called me, another friend. Gede, there are a big company open recruitment for employees. And then I said, where? I read my hand, bring the paper, and then Quicksilver, in collaboration with Sarvargal Bali, build big store in Nusa Dua and hire me in warehouse for 3 months. I'm working so hard, and a new recruitment coming for sales promotion boy. I'm climbing, get that position. I'm working so hard, and I get quick promote from my boss. But life still mystery. 4 years, 7 months, or almost 5 years after all that moment, all that feeling I get in the city, I feel this is my life. I get the friends, I get the money, I paid debt of my mom from the lender by sending money every month. But June 2015, everything began. I think this is the reason why my mom never gave me to going to Denpasar. I get call from my dad if my mom on a big problem of health. And I'm the only one guy. Like what she said will be responsible. Like my grandfather said will be responsible for family. On that time, I'm facing big decision on my life. What I need to do now. I'm happy with my life in the city. You can imagine for a young kid who jumping and see club, many women from another region, which is I'm not see them a lot in my jungle, honestly. I see so many Australian girls, even I'm working with them. Listen my language. You can imagine where I can find them in my jungle. So this is a big problem on that time. And then, but in other side, there are the people I love most on problem. There are no other woman I love more than my mom, with all what sacrifice she done for me. I need 5 months to thinking, not sleep well, my work capacity is going down, my boss asking to me, what happened, Gede? I said, my mom is sick. I love my job, but I love my mom. So finally, with all support of my friend, they said every time you want back, the door of this store always open. So I'm decided to back for my mom, and then I'm already imagined since the city, I need to preparing myself to back to that jungle. But that not start for me. So it not will be so hard. That just begin my childhood. I went back to the village. Everybody looked me with new t-shirt of Quicksilver, Ripco shirt, Havaiana sandals. And you know what? Some Balinese joke with us when we back from Denpasar. Hey boss, when you back? No, I'm not just back. I will stay. My mom is sick. First week, it's so hard. What to do? I'm here. All my skill wheel doesn't work here. Try to find some job nearby. That's still hard. Everybody get the same problem like me. So one day, I'm standing in the big door in the village when a guy from Holland approaching me. His name Harold. Hey, young man, can you tell me what is the things behind this door? I see just jungle. They are cemetery? No, that's where I'm living. If you say that cemetery, I'm a zombie. You want come in to check? Yeah, I'm interested. I want to see. I said to him, you will like this place. The central just 8 hectares and the rest is 900 hectares, sir. We have it rice field. We have it people do weaving. We have people do basket. And in that time, he tell me, you are doing good explanation and you have it such a good English. Where do you learn? I doing practice. I'm never doing course or something even to buy that is so hard. So I said to him, what do you think? You can do something with it if you said you don't have job. So this is what my grandfather said, life is mystery. So I'm start to thinking what Harold said in that moment and then create something which is I'm still doing until today. So I built a trekking activity, which is explain all history of my village, which is the oldest village in Bali, exists since 8th century. And then new mystery are appear. So the trek I'm using to hold the coconut, using to bring grass on my head for my cow. I'm using that for the same trek I'm using today for trekking. So since I'm kids, my grandfather always said, life is mystery. We never know what will happen. So whatever I've been done when I'm kids, I can use for something in the future. So the trek normally I'm climbing, I'm working hard, heavy weight in my head. Now I'm using to earn something. Even I teach some other young community to doing same trekking like me. And then we're doing it. I'm trained them to doing the same, to earn money, train them English, build confidence, and we can do. We're not just the kids in the jungle. We can do something. I'm developed beekeeping with my cousin in the jungle, which is I'm doing today as the next story. And then something happened really big on myself. I'm elected to be young community leader in my Banjar because of all my idea, all of things. I'm not proud to myself of that, but people proud with what I'm doing. So I say to them, I'm not will be leading you. We will share the direction, how to do. I'm not a leader who giving order. Let's find direction together. So we create something. We create trekking activity, speaking a lot about the equality between the outsider and the original who living in the center. Not all people like me, honestly, because I speak a lot about that. And then when I'm really happy with this thing going well, the honey going well, I'm helping my cousin marketing, people start to coming to the jungle, taste our honey, buying our honey, doing basket workshop. Coronavirus coming. And then we never imagined that will come. This big, this epic story. For Bali, everybody in this room know, we got a big hit. We hang on and depend a lot on tourism. I cannot lie with that. So, on that moment, I'm started thinking again, what to do? A few weeks later, my friend from Canada, her name is Susan, who often to living and come to Bali and really love Bali and come to my bee farm, which is I'm developing with my cousin, call me. Life is mystery. She tell me, Gede, I remember your honey with full of medication purpose and old historical Balinese medication natural base. Why you not join with the things I'm create together with my beautiful friend Colin, with my inspiration friend Made, Stephen McClub, and then I said, yes, I will join in with purpose. I will back to my ancestor village, nearby slope of Maunagung, where my grandfather originally coming from. Because every time I'm back there to praying on ceremony, I see so many people has this hive, this black beehive. So I said to Susan, yes, I will involve it on togetherness project with the spirit of togetherness. And made circulation of income and sustainability of income for my community in this village and my ancestor village. I went to Ubud, speak with Dave McClough, Colin, bring some product, and put it as one from few beautiful stuff in bag of hope. There are coffee from North, the recycled bag from North Gianyar, there are some herbs from my friend Putu, there are beautiful weaving who've been laying down for 25 years and wake up because of this COVID. So we are in the same team with the spirit of togetherness. And then after a few months working, this thing going well, many people start come to support and remember all about our purpose. So this is what I said. Life is full of mystery. We never know what we're doing hard in the past will create something beautiful for our future. and stood strong knee, strong back to hold everything, to show to people if we can. And then I can feel all togetherness spirit in this room when all you have very kindly to having me here. And hope all this pandemic will pass soon and we will meet on different situation in good situation. Let's keep the spirit of togetherness and let's spread it. Hold each other hand. Solution is there. Life good when we are together. Thank you so much. I'm Gede. Thank you.